Welcome to Magical Lying Hour. Like Neil said, we're going to be here every Thursday in March and April, and we're very excited to bring our show to you. If you've never seen us before, it's kind of interesting. What you're about to see are actors. These actors have memorized scripts like they would for any other play, a play that you might see at the Alley, or at Stages Theater, or at a place where they produce forms of archaic culture. They have memorized these scenes and they have prepared them like they would for any other type of play they would do. However, they're going to be joined on stage by improvisers who don't know anything about the play that they're doing, anything about the script or the character they're playing, much like you don't know anything about the play that you're about to see, because the death of American theater is all of our faults. That's just that. So the lights come back up. Magical Lying Hour! There's a basement, but it's mostly storage.
Oh, good. I don't like going into basements. They're creepy and they're wet.
Well, the prices have mostly tanked.
Yeah, well, nobody likes basements in a flood zone, so having the prices tank makes perfect sense.
All the other houses are pretty much empty.
Wow. So, no neighbors. That's nice.
The whole subdivision is pretty much a ghost town.
Literal ghosts? Or just like the haunted memories of anxieties past?
You know, I actually have to get going pretty soon. So.
No, you don't. Stay around. Please.
You could have called first.
I know. But then you might not have let me come. So. You haven't let me come the last 3 times I've called.
It's been a pretty busy month.
Yeah, I bet. Are we gonna talk about it?
I've been working nonstop.
Yeah, I bet. Are we going to talk about
I
it?
fired half my division.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm doing the work of 3 people right now.
Are we gonna talk about it? Because, like, I like to think that as a friend I don't demand a lot.
You just show up?
Yeah. I just show up. If you weren't here, I'd go home. Or I'd, like, trim your hedges. They do need trimmed. I want to be in your life. I want to be your friend.
I wanted to see the house.
Sure, yeah. Everything but the basement.
Welcome to the house.
Thanks. You had not yet said that.
This is the house.
Thank you. I'm glad you have a place. I'm sorry that life is hard, but shutting friends out isn't going to make it easier. Or maybe it is. I don't know. I try to be somebody who makes it easier when I'm around. But maybe I don't. But if I don't, I'd like to talk about it.
Addison doesn't live here anymore.
Yeah, I figured that out.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
So.
You have much worse taste. It's just very plain. Nothing wrong with it, but nothing spectacular. You don't really take ownership of your home the way Addison did. Addison cared a lot about her environment.
Elsewhere.
Now, yeah. And I'm sure it looks great. But you know whose house I didn't just show up to?
Dad?
Also true. Yeah, I was going to say Addison, but I didn't show up to either of our father's place unannounced. For reasons that I would think are pretty obvious.
So?
So,
I don't really want to talk about it.
yeah, me either. That's why I said that they were obvious. I just kind of left it at that. I think everybody knows exactly what I'm trying to say here. You hate me.
Okay.
Yeah. And I get it. I do. But you hate everyone. It seems. So, like, acknowledge that you hate me the least and let me come around. I enjoy you.
I really don't want to talk about this subject right now, okay?
Okay, let's talk about how nobody else does. You're miserable and you are angry, and I like you.
Where are you living right now?
Same place.
On Radnor?
Yeah, but I've rented out all of the other rooms, so you know that walk-in closet downstairs? I just sleep in that for now.
Is that supposed to, like, I don't really understand the relevance of you saying that.
It's just, you asked where I live and I told you. I'm not trying to, like, guilt you into letting me live in your place, because you'd probably stick me in the basement and those are wet.
Well, I think you'd be pretty used to that.
I don't know how to take that at all.
You've been in jail for 5 years.
I've been out of jail for 3. So. You had 3 years to get in contact with me. And lots of people go to jail. Yeah. More here than anywhere else. Plus, like, I did not deserve that harsh of a sentence.
Bunk beds?
Yeah, I know. Disgusting. It's like the basement of beds. If they wet themselves, and some of them do.
Roommates?
Cellmates, yeah.
Gangbangers?
Some of them. And they still wet the bed. Because they're scared. And then that urine goes straight through that entirely too thin mattress. And you know where it goes? Into the basement. Which is where I was. I thought I wanted the bottom bunk. I did not. Okay.
You could have stayed in a hotel.
No, I was in prison. That's different. They don't let you just go to hotels.
You could have stayed with Uncle Russ.
He's in prison, yes, but he's upstate. Blink,
You
blink.
know, I know you want something from me,
Yeah.
but I can't figure out what it is.
Friendship.
So why don't you just tell me?
I want to be your friend. I want to be able to come around.
Hey William, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, Greg?
I'm good. The police were just here, but they didn't ask about you. It was that cop, Bill, and his partner.
Oh, yeah. They looked really suspicious.
He said, tell William, Bill says hi.
Oh, that's so cute. He remembers me. I mean, we had like a relationship. I mean, not like a relationship, but like, you know, a relationship.
That was all.
Yeah.
I told Manuel to clean up the desk.
Oh. I'm sorry. You found my magazines, huh? No, I mean, I should have not. It's just, I really like highlights magazines. And I know it seems weird and like kid-like, but
I said I told Manuel to clean up the desk.
yeah. Oh, they're gone. Like
Yeah.
all of them? That was like a 5-year subscription. Just down the. They're not cheap. It's $23.96.
I really laid into him too. I said this desk should be spotless. When I open the drawer, it should be spotless. I told him when I open the drawer, I want to be able to eat my breakfast out of this by tomorrow morning.
You want to eat your breakfast out? I mean, I work here too.
I told
And I
him.
put my breakfast on top of the table.
I told him you were ready to kill somebody about this desk. I really did.
The top part, like this is the desk, this is storage. I wasn't anybody about the storage.
You're welcome. Taken care of.
I'm not thanking you. I mean, it's really clean, but pencils? I mean, I can't even figure out what Doofus is doing wrong now. I might not know.
You're not really chatty tonight.
Maybe I won't speak anymore then.
I said you're not very chatty tonight. You're not really holding up your end of the conversation very well.
Well, it's because you just destroyed a lifetime of effort of trying to better myself by, like, just throwing away my life.
That's all right. Just glad to see your smiling face. We don't have to talk about anything.
Oh, now you want to back out of this? You bring it up. You started it. You should take ownership for the actions that you do. I thought we were friends.
So how's your brother doing?
That's not nice.
Did you find out what they accused him of?
Yes. I don't know why you're bringing that up. It's like you want to beat me down tonight.
Oh, you knew what he did. You just didn't want to tell me. I'm sorry. I forgot. We don't have to talk about it. So did you hear?
No, let's just bring it up and, like, take a knife and stab it in the back of you. And maybe I'll hit your heart and it'll go. We are co-workers now.
Well, I don't.
Co-workers. Oh, yeah, laugh at me. It's fine. It's fine. You see how it's laughing when I no longer share those funny jokes. You want to know where they came from? My Highlights magazine.
Well, I don't know if it was my mother or something.
You're not going to make this better.
So did you find out what was he accused of?
You know, if you really wanted to know, the thing to do would be to be friendly with me.
What are you, some kind of Robotron?
A friendship.
What are you, some kind of Robotron? What did they accuse him of?
This is a face that will never tell you. You know what? I'm gonna take the next 40-minute shift in front of this desk and storage. You can manage the people who come in here and want to sit and chat, okay?
Oh, God,
You can look at me all you want. It's not going to change my mind. I don't care if you remind me of my brother.
Oh my God.
You are not my do-over with him. You know what?
God.
He's accused. That's fine. It's fine. Some people are guilty and they deserve to go to jail. And he apparently is one of those people. And I just have to accept that. But I'm not telling you what he did. I'm just telling you he was guilty.
That's why they accuse him of.
No! I'm not going to tell you!
I'm just saying I don't think you should come tonight.
Not at all?
Yeah, maybe skip a few things later this week. You don't want me to, like, even stop by for like 5 minutes? I just, maybe I want some time alone. Oh, okay. What? Just processing. Just give me a second. I'm processing. I didn't quite hear you. I am processing because, I thought that our Saturday nights were like our thing. Do what? They're our thing. We should go out. Janet and me on Saturday nights. I'm not. You have just heard me say that I am not.
Don't.
I just,
I am trying to have a conversation.
No, you're not. This is not conversational at all. This feels. You were. This feels very sudden and out of the way. Maybe if you had said yesterday, I've got plans. I'm gonna do something else. Then we could reschedule.
Honestly, it's too late for that.
Yeah, it is too late. It is 7:45 and we were having a late dinner and now, what is this? What is this then? It is not for me.
What are you doing?
I am being upset. Roommates for 8 months. Roommates for 8 months, and we have had a routine, and I like it, and I like routine.
I don't want to see your whole body.
I can get changed in my room. I thought that we had like an agreement. Like I thought it was kind of chill.
Is this about your dad?
It is not about Steve, and how dare you? So like, who are you, like, do you have a date? Like, you can tell me if you have a date. Like, that's
Get
cool.
off me!
This is...
I know your dad died, but that's not an excuse.
Seems like a pretty good one to me. Wow, it just, I don't know, you're just usually not so reactionary, so
The therapist talks about processing. The therapist talks about processing. I'm processing. It's obvious.
Is this me? Is this my thing now?
No, you're like a lesbian, right? Right? Everyone says so. Yeah, and Julie says
That's not how this works.
no, because Julie says girls thought father figures go down that route. She didn't know why he didn't tell me.
Casters? We should talk about these things.
You gonna cry? Like a little baby? You gonna cry like a little kid?
I need you to stop. Like this.
I need you to
insane.
stop crying all the time, Liza. I have a lot going on.
So much going on. So much. I'm so happy for all the things you have going on in your life.
You don't
that you
understand.
can take all of them and then just drill back on me. Is that what's happening now?
Okay, I'm sorry you don't like Jason. But I like Ben, and we're together. And we do certain things.
Cool. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. I really thought the attitude was cute before. I thought it was like so much fun. Like we could have so much fun and we could tease each other and it would be great. And now I literally want to strangle you.
Ooh, I'm gonna go to the dance with my boyfriend.
Have a great time. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, for once.
Rent is still due on the 1st.
Are you all right?
No.
Could you please clean the bathroom when you get a chance?
No, I don't wanna.
The house is very dirty.
I know I was sick a lot.
This is difficult for me. I don't like ordering people around.
I know, Mommy, but
I've never had a live-in maid.
Mommy, I'm trying real hard to be your maid, but my hands are so little.
Mathilde, what did you do in your country before you came to the United States?
I was abandoned in a forest, and then they took me to this orphanage, and then you ordered me off the internet. I don't remember a whole lot. They tried to get me to clean there, but we just cleaned with like sponges. I've never worked with Clorox before, and it made me sick, and I'm sorry.
I'm serious.
I'm serious too.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Mommy. I'm so glad you're sorry too.
That must be very difficult.
For you to be sorry? It looks like it is. But that's okay. I mean, my last mommy left me in a forest.
You know,
It was a pretty forest. I saw lots of birds.
that's very interesting.
I can identify them because of the books you have.
You know,
There was a robin. It was pretty. I remember thinking, I wish you were my mommy. And then someone found me. Had a backpack.
you know, I don't always understand the arts.
I think they were artists too. Because they painted things. They painted me. I'm in a picture.
Listen, Mathilde,
Yes, Mommy.
I understand that you have a life, an emotional life, and also that you're my cleaning lady. Now, if we had met at
And your daughter. Because I have your last name now.
if we had met at, say, a party, and you told me that you're from a small village in Brazil and your parents were comedians,
It was Brazil I was from.
well, I'd say that's very interesting. You seem like a very interesting
Very
woman.
Interesting. But I don't think I'm a woman yet. That hasn't happened. I read that about that in your books too, and that hasn't happened.
Life is all about context.
Mm-hmm.
And I've met you in the context of my house.
Yes, because I was delivered here.
Where I've hired you to clean.
I think you should have told the lady when she dropped me off that I was gonna clean, because she might have told you I'm not great at it.
I don't want an interesting person to clean my house.
Am I interesting?
I just want my house clean.
We could clean it together.
No. I don't like ordering people around in my own house.
Okay.
It makes me uncomfortable.
I can hide messes.
I want
Like with your books. Like if I stack them, it's like I'm building a wall around the dirty.
I want you to do what I want you to do.
But you just
But
said you're not
without
gonna order
my
me.
having to say so.
It's really hard being your daughter and your cleaning lady. I think you should teach me to read and write it down.
Yes.
I'm joking, I already know how to read. I read all your books.
sorry I'm late.
Okay. I'm really not mad. I was bored, but I am not mad.
No, it's just, I didn't want you to be sitting here thinking that I wasn't going to come. I mean, I wouldn't do
No
that.
worries.
And I tried to call, but my phone isn't working. They gave me this new phone. I don't know.
You're saying a lot of excuses to someone who is not upset.
The display thing comes on, but then I can't get a dial tone. Do you know anything about these?
No, I don't use iPhones. I'm a Samsung guy. That's okay.
Well, anyway, I'm really sorry.
I just ruined everything. I get it.
Well, anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
Hi.
Hi. Table, couch. Have a seat if you like.
Yeah.
That was scary.
Yeah. But I think I might grab a beer.
Sure, yeah, by all means. Grab a beer if you like. It's in the fridge.
No, it's okay.
You sure?
Whatever, just
Okay.
nothing dark.
Okay. I have got rogue bat squatch and no way froze. I feel like there's no way that a no way froze is dark, so that one's for you.
Is that the big tall one?
No, I don't have any tall boys in there. I literally had 2 beers. And one of them's a froze, so I had 1 beer. Cheers. Also, it's not going to be frozen. I'm just judging by the temperature it was to my hand that it's not a froze at all. But it is called a no way froze. I know nothing about that beverage based on the name.
I don't think so.
Yeah, all right. Oh, it's an IPA. That makes sense. This is always this awkward for me. I want to let you know that this is not a you thing. I'm bad at this. Okay. Thank you for agreeing. Yeah.
Just an ale.
That's an
or
ale.
something.
Like I said, with a name like No Way Frosé, you would assume that it's like a wine, but it also appears to be yellow, so it's not even a rosé. I don't know what this is supposed to be. It's very tart. This is an ale. This is an a hazy IPA, I want to say. So you're welcome to that, if you prefer.
Well, let me give you some money.
No, no money necessary. You're in my house. Don't make it weird.
I talked to Linda.
Oh, how is she?
She wanted to know how it was going.
Oh, well, I'd love to know too.
That's what I told her.
Oh, mortifying.
Things used to be a lot easier when people just drank Miller High Life.
Yeah. Oh, I miss college too. There was a place called the Neon Cactus, and they had like these 32-ounce mugs you could bring back. And if you go there on Thirsty Thursday, you could get like it filled with Natty Light for $0.25. Like, that's not even safe.
I mean, it's the champagne of beers.
Yeah, Miller High Life is. Natty Light is just bad. But it was cheap. And we were still drowning our sadness instead of hitting it head on.
Well, if you'd been living the high life, you would have.
Oh, yeah. Then I wouldn't have had to hide my sadness.
No.
But since I brought it up, I have been doing a lot of work on that. I think that it's important that people acknowledge, like, when they've been in therapy and stuff. Work in progress, but actually doing the work. So, that's me.
I'm sorry.
I think it's a good thing for everyone, right? I think everybody should or at least could use, I don't want to say should, because that's like speaking from a place of a lot of privilege. Mental health is super expensive. But it's to everyone's benefit to have a stranger be paid to listen to their problems.
You know, I kind of have a dumb sense of humor.
Oh yeah? Like puns? Cause boy howdy. I got them.
I'm usually not very serious when I say stupid things like that.
So you don't like puns? Maybe.
I mean, it's obviously not very funny either, so don't feel bad.
Alright, I won't. Super easy to not feel bad right now. You don't read body language well, do you? Do you want to sit? Like, we're doing a lot of hovering and touching things. Like, let's relax. It's barely possible, but we can try. We also don't have to sit. We can walk. We can sit. We can look at what's left in my fridge, which is mostly wilted lettuce. If that interests you. Yeah, all right. Excellent wilted lettuce, I'm sure. Yeah. So, I moved in here about 3 months ago. Yeah, just 3 months ago. I like to try to make a place my own pretty quickly.
Me too.
Yeah? Look, you put a lot of thought into your aesthetic, and I would be surprised if you didn't do the same in your home.
Yes.
You don't have to be shy about it. Like, you should be proud. You've developed a sense of fashion, and you, like, it's one of the things that first made me want to talk to you. Honest. Yeah. I think everybody is costuming themselves, whether or not they know it, and you seemed to be playing a character that I thought should be around.
I understand.
Okay, good. Not everybody does. Some people think that's very weird.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, because people like to believe that there is an honest, true self that they can be, and I just don't think that's a thing. I think that we are a conglomeration of many selves, and that, you know, again, with some leeway, we choose how we portray ourselves. Like, I tend to look very professorial, and I know it. Like a little bit, yeah, like a sassy gay theater professor. I know it. And I do that somewhat on purpose, because certainly I want to be thought of as an academic. And by, like, I've had strangers come up to me and be like, "You do art, don't you?" I'm like, "Oh, yes, I do."
Nobody who actually knows me will go out with me.
Really? Well, that bodes ill. But I'd love to get to know you so that I can decide I don't want to go out with you.
That was a joke.
Yeah, I know. So is mine. Charm is really hard to do on purpose. Yeah.
I do.
Charm is very hard for me to do on purpose. I guess I should have said.
Before she quit, to go off and have babies and everything, she was my research assistant.
Oh, nice. I don't know who you're talking about. I'd love to hear more about your research if given the opportunity, or about having babies if, like, we want to cut to the chase.
I don't know her either,
Okay.
but I see her every day.
Still? I thought she left. Yeah, I'm a very work is work kind of person. Like, I have coworkers who, like, come into my office and they want to talk, and it's very obvious, and I'm like, that's not why I'm here. Like, I'm not here to socialize. That being said, if I ever get onto like one of those reality television shows, I definitely want to like have my moment in front of the camera and be like, I'm here to make friends. Because they always say that they're not there to make friends. Like Survivor.
We get along fine. It's just, she's always telling me, or she always knows what she thinks she knows, how my life should be, and she's always telling me what I should do next.
Yeah. Well, you can always tell her not to. Like, I don't want to tell you how to handle this situation because it feels like it would be parroting the very problem. So, that sounds hard. But also, like, we all get to establish our own boundaries. We're not necessarily good at it. But it's one of our jobs in life, I think. Because nobody else can establish your boundaries for you, right? That's just called caging. I don't know if that's like the professional terminology for it, but that's what it sounds like to me. The IPA really hitting you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like,
There. I don't know. I don't want to intrude.
like, maybe that.
Yeah, sorry.
But that's okay.
Okay, I should have asked. I made some assumptions because you're in my house, but I shouldn't have.
How long have you lived here?
3 months. Yeah.
Do you like it?
I do. Like, it's a lot for one person.
I know.
Yeah. But it's nice to have a fuller sense of independence. Admittedly, nobody buys groceries that I can just steal anymore. Which means nobody buys groceries. Oh, there's some of your lipstick on this.
Yeah. I agree.
That I should buy groceries?
I think it makes you a little less self-involved.
Yeah, all right, that's fair. I have bought groceries since I moved in, for what it's worth. I ran out. Because I've only bought groceries once in the last 3 months. I eat a lot of like takeout. And I don't like leftovers.
Mm.
Yeah, right? They're not great. Blech. Like, who wants a reheated wonton? Only good ones. Yep. Boop, boop, boop. I wish I used iPhone.
A Dodge Dart with fine Corinthian leather.
A Dodge Dart with fine Corinthian leather. All right. A Chevy Malibu with acrylic seating. Yeah. Not the best part of my costume. But. Yeah. I told you I'm not good at this. Not to put that on you. It's not a fair burden. But it is true, and like I can just feel the tension, and it's not the kind of tension you want the first time a girl comes to your house. It's like the bad tension.
So, what do you do?
I am a sassy gay theater professor. Thank you all for coming out.